like I say, in this video, we're going to talk about Sy Ray, the Sy Ray situation, and then we're going to talk about the overall feel, and then over the next few days, we'll split it down. So first of all, let's get the Sy Ray situation out of the way, shall we? Because obviously, what can I say? It felt a bit like Sy Ray had his ass handed to him a little bit by Judge Hippler, sorry, Freudian slip. And it was a bit bad, really, because I felt that he didn't really get a chance to come and speak, did he? He was obviously he was able to speak. He was around, so he could have spoken. Hello, Twizzle. Hello, Twizzle Sticks. Hello, Superi as well. I see Superi's in the house. From Moderator Land. Tommy Saints. Hello, Tommy Saints. Yeah, so yeah, he kind of what can I say? Like I said, with respect of Sy Ray, do you know what I mean? Sy Ray is he's either speaking the truth or he's purposefully lying, which I don't think anybody thinks Sy Ray is purposefully lying, or he's made a gross error. And I think to myself, would somebody with his background, with his knowledge, would he make that error? Would he make the error that is kind of, what's being suggested of him? So I think that what you rarely have to do in order to ascertain whether Sy Ray has made a mistake or whether he's lying or whatever, you have to look at what we already know, what we've been told, what have we listened to if we've actually paid attention, which I know that so many people don't fucking pay attention. But it was Payne, by his own admission, he stated that he received the cell phone records for Bryan Kohberger. He said that not once but twice. When he was asked, I did a video of it and I showed people the video of it and showed the hair, and I also put in the pinned comment another timestamp for the second time that he'd said it. But basically, Ann Taylor flat out states or says to Payne, when did you see the time advance reports for Bryan Kohberger? Now, Payne can't tell her when, so he said, well, I can't remember exactly when it was. I can't remember. But when did you? But you saw him? Yeah, I saw him, but I didn't really know what I was looking at. So I've obviously had to go back to balance and get an idea of what I'm looking at. Do you know what I mean? So he's stated not once but twice that he's seen them. So they must exist, or did he see something else? And then we've got issues surrounding the PCA itself and the fact that which I can't work out for the life of me, how the prosecution can turn around and say that the PCA is irrelevant. Is that even legal to do that? Can they legally deem the PCA irrelevant? I even got this Red Bull, which kind of matches the blue and silver, and to keep me awake. Sy Ray said he had all the evidence for the judge. I doubt he is lying. Yeah, I can't see Sy Ray lying. I just can't see him lying. I can't see him lying. So I can't. There's no benefit to him lying. No benefit to him whatsoever to flat out lie. Could he make a mistake? People can make mistakes, but that would be an absolutely glaringly obvious mistake, wouldn't it? How would Sy Ray put himself in a position where he challenges information that they can't even, or what they're claiming, they can't even obtain because of this 7-day situation, which you would think that Sy Ray would absolutely know about. And the thing is here, I think Sy Ray would absolutely know that there is likely ways and means that can be, the information can be extracted via the FBI through different methodology. To me, it's like which I saw someone else. It seems to me that Judge Hippler is doing one of two things here. And that is one, that he's trying to protect Jennings from being disbarred, while simultaneously trying to leverage Ann Taylor to make her feel in fear of being disbarred by making accusations that are false. But I just want to get the feeling for it here. Hippler can and will find any and all excuses for the state's bullcrap. He has basically placed himself as the lead prosecutor, which I'm going to get to in part 2 of this live. The issue at hand, first of all, is the Sy Ray issue, because ultimately this Sy Ray issue, if you like, is a massive one. It's a massive one because Sy Ray is saying, look, there is time advance data for Bryan Kohberger, and the state are hiding it. They're hiding it, and that is a massive accusation, and that does need to be addressed, and it needs to be concluded. None of this kind of half-assed attempt at trying to rubbish it in the court and make threats and this kind of thing. The accusation has been made, so that now needs to go the whole 9 yards. That's my interpretation of it. Like David Bird here, Sy clearly explained the back door which Balance would certainly have used, which is like what David says here. So the reality is here that it's been made, the accusation's made. It's a very, very serious accusation, and that does need to go down the whole track. That's what I'm saying. That's what I absolutely believe in my heart, in my fucking bones. Do you know what I mean? It's been said, Sire is in a very, very strong position in this world of this type of data to make the claims what he's saying, and he has made them. And that's as simple as that. They've been made. So if there's consequences, then there needs to be consequences. But I felt like it was almost like Hippler shut it down without addressing it. Sy Ray is saying, I've seen you obtain the previous records through Boyd Jackson and FBI, so you could obtain Bryan's in the same way. He's seen Boyd Jackson's name on the previous records. Exactly. So this is what we're saying when we talk about, yes, there's this situation with respect of the 7 days. I believe that Sy Ray wouldn't make that mistake. We're trying, or if you want to be, and I'm guessing on the guilters side of the fence, then you're going to say that Sire either lied or he made a massive, massive error. So is there anybody who's going to say that he made the error or that he lied? And does anybody genuinely believe that he would? What is the benefit? What is the benefit to lie? There's no way that Sire would have put himself in a position like that and lied. I think anybody, however you want to look at it, whether you're a guilter, straight down the middler, pro-burger, whatever, I don't think anybody would turn around and say, Sire absolutely lied purposefully around this. He lied. He had nothing to prove. He didn't need to get involved. It wasn't, if he flat out lied, he was going to get caught out, found out, and the ramifications of that would be catastrophic to him in his line of work. So I think lying is out the window. So then you go back up to, did he make a mistake? Did he make a mistake? And I don't think that someone with his knowledge, with his background, would have made a mistake. Can't see it. Let's look at Heather Fitzgerald. I think that people are forgetting that Sy Ray has a security clearance that he is abiding by. Additional to that, the first rule of the Hemisphere programs is to never mention in docs. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's we can't skirt around this. I'm fearful that the statement that's been made is going to get forgotten about. It's going to get breezed over. And my fear over how Ann Taylor was also behaving in this last court hearing was she seemed very, very on the back foot again. Like sometimes you can look at Ann Taylor and absolutely say, yeah, she's doing absolutely great, she's doing fantastic. And then other times you can kind of say to yourself, it's just she's weak here. She's coming across as weak. She's allowing Hippler to control the entire situation. And there was some openings where she could have argued specific points, and she just didn't. She didn't fight her corner. She didn't call out what needed to be called out. Let's have a look at this. Did you see that you cannot get close to the crime scene anymore on Google Maps Street View? The most recent pics being used are from 2007. I did see someone had said that, what do you call it? There's a lot of blurs and stuff like that around there and things like that. So, yeah. Michelle, let's have a look. Oh, come on. All anyone has to do is look at Jennings' face when she thought Sy Ray was here to testify. She was shocked. Jennings, man, she was pissing me right off. She was pissing me right off, I must admit. The smug, the smirks, and how much the prosecution are kissing the arse of this judge as well. They might as well have had his meat and two veg out and stroked it for him, because that was what was coming across. They might as well have just had him nude and was fanning him down and feeding him fucking grapes. Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge. You're a lovely judge. Yeah, we want to kiss your face, Judge. Get the fuck out of it. Do you know what I mean?